Ever since I left the city, left the city, left the city, left the city.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys a inspired look. This look was inspired by Michelle Obama, and I really like the way her makeup looked in the picture that I saw floating around on Instagram. I think Michelle Obama is beautiful regardless of what she has on her face or regardless of who she is. The look was just stunning, and I wanted to create a look similar to what she had on. So this is what I came up with, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm starting off with my eyebrows already done and my eyelids already primed with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and then I set everything into place with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. For my transition color, I'm going to be going in with Brown Script from MAC, and I'm going to be using my Morphe M441 brush. And I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye and then blend all the way to the inner corner of my eye. And I'm using circular motions. Now I'm going to be going in with Deep Roast from Coastal Scents, and I switched to my Morphe, not my Morphe, but I switched to my Coastal Scents blending brush. And I'm focusing this color on the outer corner of my eye and the inner corner of my eye. So this is kind of going to be a wearable or a subtle spotlight eye. So I'm just going to pack this brown color on the outer corner of my eye and then blend it inward. And I'm also going to place it on the inner corner of my eye as well. And then I'm going to switch to my Morphe M441 brush and blend everything together. Now I'm going to be priming my mobile eyelids with the MAC Mixing Medium. I like using the Mixing Medium on my mobile eyelid when I'm using like shimmery eyeshadows, because it makes sure that the eyeshadow doesn't transfer onto my upper eyelid. Like when I open my eye and you can't really see my eyelid anymore, it just makes sure that the eyeshadow doesn't go up here. If that makes any sense at all, this is what's going to stop the eyeshadow from going on your upper eyelid. And then after I apply the mixing medium to my eyes, I just make sure it gets a little tacky, and then I go in with my eyeshadow. And I'm using my Sigma E54 brush. Now I'm taking Amber Bronze from Coastal Scents. It's just a brownie golden warm shimmer eyeshadow. I don't know how to explain it, but yes. And I'm using my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to pack this eyeshadow on my mobile eyelid. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that MAC Mixing Medium, and I'm going to place it in the center of my eye, and I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to be using this color from my B&B palette, and I'm just going to place that right on the center of my eye. Now I'm picking up a little bit more of that Deep Roast and just adding some more dimension to the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm just blending it inward. I'm switching to my Morphe M441 brush and making sure everything is blending together nicely. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm taking my NYC eyeliner that I get from Target, and the brush tip that I'm using is my Sigma Line Ace, but the eyeliner is from NYC. I'm not going to be doing a wing today. I'm actually just going to smoke out the outer corner of my eye, and this is a good trick to use when you don't feel like doing eyeliner. You're still going to get the cat eye effect, but just without the wing eyeliner. So it was much easier to do. Now I'm just going to let that eyeliner dry, and then I'm going to be using a black eyeshadow to kind of wing out the outer corner of my eye. So I'm taking Corrupt from Makeup Geek on an angled brush, and I'm just going to smoke out the outer corner of my eye and winging it upward. And I'm just blending it out in a V shape. And I'm blending it out with Deep Roast from Coastal Scents with my Coastal Scents blending brush. For lashes, I'm going to be using my Southern Beauty lashes. I'll make sure to link the lashes down below because I don't remember the style of these lashes, but this is how they look. And I have a coupon code, so I'll put that down below in my description box as well. Before I put my lashes on, I'm putting on mascara, just so the lashes have something to sit on because my lashes are thin. And since I have a curl to my lashes, I just push my lashes down just to make them straighten out a little bit. And I take my falsies, I tilt my hand or the tweezers upward like that, and then I just drop them onto my lash, and then that's when I take my tweezers and secure them into place. If you are having a difficult time with putting on lashes, that is okay because everybody has a hard time with putting on lashes. There's no way around it. So just keep practicing putting on lashes, and that technique should help you. So just try it out and see if it works for you. And then once I have my lashes on, I kind of push them upward so that you can actually see the lash. And I got glue in my eye. If your lash is poking you on your inner corner or your outer corner, that means it's not on properly. You should be able to feel the lash on your eye, but it shouldn't be like annoying you to the max. It shouldn't be poking you. If it's poking you, that means it's not stuck to your eye properly, or you just didn't put it on right, or the lash is too long for your eye, so then you have to go in and cut it. If you need to cut your lash, make sure you cut the outer corner, not the inner corner. Okay, so this is how my eyes are looking so far, and now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face. To prime my face today, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I like the way this primer feels, but it doesn't like completely make my pores vanish, but it does the job, so I'm using it. And then I'm going to go in with my Skindinaiva primer spray that is oil controlling and prime my face. And I'm running out, so I have to get some more. Okay, after those two primers have set into place, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC 55. I totally forgot to color correct my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this out with my Real Technique buffing brush. Okay, so I forgot to color correct, so I'm going to use Espresso and color correct the areas that I was supposed to color correct before my foundation. And I'm going to be blending all of this out with my Real Technique complexion sponge. The reason why I use Espresso as a color corrector is because it's a very warm concealer. It has like an orangey undertone, so that's good with kind of canceling out the darkness on my face. So if you don't want to use a orange color corrector, you can always use a concealer that has a very strong orange undertone. And then I'm just gonna go over all of that with my foundation. To highlight my face, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, the same concealer that I use to highlight my brows and prime my eyelids. And then I'm going to be taking my Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in the color Deep and put that under my eyes as well because it's a little lighter than Chestnut. So it gives me like a really nice highlight, but not too light because I don't like a harsh highlight. I still like to look brown, if you guys get what I'm saying. To set that into place, I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going to press that into my skin. And then I just set around my mouth area because that area likes to crease. To set the rest of my face, I'm using my Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the color Mocha. And I'm using my e.l.f. powder brush. To contour, I'm using my True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to deep, and I'm using the darkest color in the palette to contour my face. And to contour my nose, I'm using my Sonia Kashuk 109 brush. Moving back to my eyes, I'm going to be using the NYX Wonder Pencil in dark to line my waterline. Like, you see how this eye looks a little smaller, and then this eye looks a lot bigger and open. That's what this pencil does. Now I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line, and the first color that I'm going in with is Brown Script from MAC, and I'm using my e.l.f. smudger brush. And then I'm taking Deep Roast from Coastal Scents, and I'm adding that brown right up against my lash line. And this is just going to make that cream color that you put in your waterline pop even more. And now I'm going to apply some mascara. Okay, now I'm going to take my Glow Together Matte Shimmer Bronzer from Pure and highlight the inner corner of my eye. I can't show it to you guys because I dropped it at my best friend's house, and then she ended up dropping it. And then now I'm back home and I just dropped it again off camera. I don't even want to fix it again because this is going to be my third time trying to fix it, or my second time fixing it. Okay, so this is the finished look for my eyes, and we're going to go ahead and finish the face. To highlight my face, I'm using that same Pure Matte Shimmer Bronzer highlight. For blush, I'm using my Black Radiance blush in 09. Okay, for my lips, I'm just gonna use my Mineralized Glass in the color Lovingly Yours. Now I'm going to be setting my face with the Skindinaiva finishing spray. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys will like it. Don't forget to like this video. If you did, don't forget to comment down below in my comment section. And do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more beauty videos and makeup tutorials from me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Yep, that's my niece and nephew in the background. Onto my upper eyelid. So there is a gnat in my room and I'm not feeling it.